ready? Part 2, Fatboy build. What's up, buddy? What are you doing over there? What are you doing back there? Nothing? I'm just playing on the chair.
That's what he does every day.
Whoa, I gotta bleep that out.
Yeah.
Family channel, family program over here, family program.
Yeah, we're on our 4-day service over there.
So this is part 2 of the Fatboy build. What year is this, Mike, again?
2023 Fatboy.
Right. So we did a part 1. We're gonna bring you guys videos because this is a full custom build for this customer. I think the first video, I think we had the wheel on here, right?
Yeah,
if I'm not mistaken.
We're working with the manufacturer right now because there is a discrepancy in the hub width.
Okay.
Because that's the one thing I remember. I think we may have talked about that in the first one.
Right.
So we're working with the manufacturer now. It seems that the hub is about, I measured out about 1.29 inches too narrow.
So they're gonna what, make you a different hub or give you a different hub or spacer?
They either assembled the hub wrong or they gave me the wrong hub. So they're gonna get back to me today.
All right, cool. So since the part 1 video, what did you do on it so far? Do you want to go over on this side
real quick? So engine got put back together. We put the Evolution compensator ramp in there with the springs and the bolt that they have.
Right.
You can't see it right now because some of the models, the Harleys, I think maybe only the Fatboy has this kind of like oil spinner that goes over the.
Oh, right. I've seen that.
Bolt.
Yeah.
So not a lot of the models have it.
Gotcha.
I know.
So that's Evolution Performance. And then you also did
Evolution Industries.
Yep.
And this is their clutch.
Heavy duty, jammy. That's nice.
Reason why we haven't finished it yet. If I take you over to this.
Yeah.
Side. So motor's been sealed back up.
Oh, nice. You did the powder coating here, right?
Yeah.
To match the bars and stuff.
Did all the purple. He's got all the black chrome Bamco hardware.
Yeah, nice. That looks really nice.
Customer also purchased a.
I forgot. Did you do a stage 2 on this?
Yes.
You do a
475.
475. Nice. And this is a 114.
114.
Okay, cool. So you put the motor back together, all purple. That's going to match this purple up here on the bars. And what else did you do?
So the customer bought a hydraulic clutch conversion. So there's a couple things you have to change. So we are waiting for the new push rod. We're waiting for a hydraulic cup that goes into the pressure plate on the other side.
Okay.
So we can't really put the clutch together.
Who makes this kit?
This is Jade affiliated.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, so what I could show you.
Why did he want the conversion?
He did because he bought these Behringer controls.
Oh, right, which are nice. Yep. Love them. That's really nice.
So we're waiting for.
That's the Evolution Performance.
Yeah, so we're waiting for
right?
the cup that goes in there to hold the throw rod.
Yeah. Which is going to push that out, right?
Right. And,
nice.
So these are the pieces from. So normally on your standard setup, you have the oil spinner, and this goes into the push rod. So with the hydraulic, your bowl and the ramp presses up against this and separates the clutch.
Right.
With the hydraulic piston presses directly on this and the cup on the other side. But the hydraulic, because you don't have this, the hydraulic rod's longer. So we need to wait for the rod. Should be here this week.
And the same company makes that?
No, it's all Harley parts.
Oh,
so
it
Harley,
is. Oh, gotcha.
The cup is Harley. And then where's the housing? So this will be the housing that goes over that piece.
Yep.
So they forgot to send me the piston and everything, so that's on its way.
Cool.
So if you look over
pretty
here,
cool.
this will. That's going to sit right there like that.
Oh, sweet. And then the oil line will be attached in there with a fitting, right?
So we'll bring the hose down and get it up and measure the
That's really
the
cool.
cables and put them in.
Nice. And that cover looks nice too.
Yeah.
A little different.
Yep. So that's what we got done.
All right. So the motor together. You got that. The wheel, you're just waiting, right? Got the bars on.
We're going to do some work on the bars to
right.
fit those Behringer controls. So we're going to actually, I think we need to extend the bars a little wider.
Right. You're telling me you're going to do some, what, TIG welding?
Yeah, because so the Behringer controls have these mirror holes on them.
Yeah.
So in order for it, we need it to be here. Normally the grip would be all the way in there.
Right.
We need to bring this out so we can fit these in here.
And where are you going to weld it? All the way at the end? The extensions?
Yeah, so what I may do is cut the bar.
Right.
And just weld on a longer piece, because you remember at the end of these bars there's those cutouts for the throttle by wire.
Right.
We're gonna do that probably because they
so
really.
You're basically just welding on like an extension piece, right?
I mean, it really needs about 3/4 of an inch, but to weld a 3/4 of an inch piece on there, you don't want it. You know, it'll be a pain.
Gotcha.
So we may cut it back like an inch and a half, and then weld like a 2-inch piece on it.
Oh, gotcha. Cut it off of another bar or something?
Yeah. We got plenty of bars like that.
Gotcha. Okay.
Probably maybe even off his stock bars.
Cool.
I still have his stock bars.
And then the other thing that was added was the air ride in the back, right?
Yeah, just started plumbing in the air ride. It's just temporary right now with the diverter valve there. We put the center stand on yesterday. This is the electric center stand.
And this guy's only doing the back, not in the front, right?
The back.
What kind of suspension in the front did he do?
Ohlins.
Ohlins, nice. Cool.
So this, we will attach a leg to this, and it'll come down. Right. And then when the bike drops, it'll sit on the center stand.
That's pretty cool. So if you're doing air ride, you don't have to necessarily have front and back, but back is definite you need, right? Because it's sitting on the sitting on the stand.
On the center stand.
Right.
Well, actually, you definitely need a center stand if you're doing this and you're going to drop the bike.
Right.
Because the standard
kickstand won't. It's not going to work.
It'll be too long.
Gotcha.
So
nice. All right, show us how this.
The switches get mounted here for the air ride.
Oh yeah, that's cool. That's a nice place too.
Yeah, so I've done that, and I've wired in the.
And who makes the air ride?
This one is Shotgun.
Shotgun.
So let's see if I remember how to operate this. So to raise the bike up, I don't know if it's up already. So that'll be at its lowest position. The swing arm comes up, and then to raise the bike.
That's cool. And how's the ride on this type of suspension? You know,
me personally, I'm not a fan of it.
You're not a fan of it,
but you can.
It's for show, basically.
It is.
Right?
You can, once it gets with this system at least.
Right.
You can adjust the ride. It's got 2 valves that go into the shock.
Oh, okay.
So you can have air on either side. You can adjust the ride for hardness and softness with the shotgun.
Oh, okay.
Some of the other ones,
cool.
like I have Legends in one of my show bikes.
Right.
And it goes up, and then the only way to soften it, you can let some air out, but then the ride starts to drop a little bit. This one has like I can leave it.
Yeah.
Leave it in certain spots. You can soften it. You know, there's more adjustment to this. It's 2 switches for the one shot.
Right.
Where mine is just up and down.
Gotcha. Okay. Cool.
So he'll have to play with it, get used to it, see what he likes.
How much is a system like this? Pretty expensive, or?
The shotgun systems if you're looking at the mono, which is the new Softail.
Yeah.
About $2,000.
$2,000?
Retail, yeah. Yeah, it's somewhere around there. $1,800 on the mono, $2,000 on the twin cam. That's from Shotgun. There are other manufacturers out there: Platinum Air, Legends, Arnott, for the touring bikes, and then Thunderheart actually makes an iRide system for the touring bikes.
iRide?
Yeah, it actually gives you a screen up front, and you can adjust your pressures, and you can do all your ride comfort settings while you're on the go.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Wow. You said this was a 114 on here?
114 with a 475.
475 cam. So if you guys don't know yet, I am actually doing a giveaway on a stage 2 package. It's worth almost like $7-8 grand. And I just talked with Mike. If anybody wins that's nearby, I'll actually include the install, and Mike will do it here and dyno tune it here at the shop. So if you guys haven't entered yet, just head on over to the link down below in the video description. Get entered. It's like I said, it comes with an intake, exhaust, cam, pump, everything, the whole kit and caboodle. And if you get entered and you win, Mike will do the install. We'll do a video on your bike as well. So that'd be pretty cool. So yeah, so what else? What's next on this bike?
So next is we're gonna get the front wheel squared away.
Right.
We want to show them the nacelle.
Yeah, let's do it.
Just pop those 4 little screws out.
Yeah.
They're just hand in there, I think.
Yeah.
Let me go grab it.
So check this out. So the whole bike, I don't want to show you everything, but you see how nice the paint job is on the bars. It's also PPF'd, but Mike's going to show you the nacelle for the light, just to give you a little glimpse as far as how this bike's going to look. The paint job is sick. I got it right here.
Yeah, we got Bamcos to go in there anyway.
So check this out. Oh man, that's going to look sick.
Yeah, that's our nacelle.
That's going to look sick. Love that. Look at that. That is beautiful. Really, really beautiful paint job. Smooth as hell. Really did a nice job.
Just the PPF. So.
Oh, and it's PPF.
Yeah, everything's
wow.
PPF.
That's
so
crazy.
you're not even touching the paint.
Right. That is going to look sick. What kind of headlight?
He has actually, we have the...
something...
Yeah, it's the...
aftermarket, yeah.
It is an aftermarket.
Uh-huh.
It's an adaptive headlight, so as you lean the bike...
Yeah. It's going to move.
Yeah.
Oh, that's pretty cool. Who makes that?
This one, just JW speaker.
Oh, okay. Oh, that is cool.
So as you lean the bike, these sides light up with your lean.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's an adaptive headlight.
Oh, that is cool. How does that operate? It's got like a gyro inside the
Yeah.
Oh, cool. So, is it actually inside the headlight, or is it like
headlight.
Oh, it is.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
That'll be in there.
Oh, hell yeah. Yeah, that's gonna look sick.
And then there's a black ring that goes around.
The paint job is sick.
It's almost like I don't know if you can pick it up on camera. It's hologram purple.
Yeah. I see it. Yep. Yeah, I don't know if the camera's gonna pick it up.
Yeah.
But like I said, I seen the fenders and the tank, and they look amazing. You're making also a custom seat for this thing?
Yeah, we're gonna have to build a seat as soon as we get the.
That's gonna be pretty cool. I've never seen that done.
Yeah, so as soon as we get the fender mounted,
right?
We have a fiberglass seat pan that we're gonna put up on the bike.
Gotcha.
We gotta put the tank and fender on,
right?
And then we'll put the seat pan on. We'll get the foam, and then we'll start. We'll probably have to have the customer here.
Yeah.
At the time, we'll shape it the way he wants it.
Oh, right.
We'll
So it's gonna be total custom.
Yeah. And then after it's done and shaped, then we'll send it off.
To get wrapped?
Yeah, probably somebody like LaPera will probably do it. It's up to him though. He may have something else in mind.
I got you. Cool.
We have some local shops here that are really good with upholstery.
Right.
So.
I seen you follow that guy in Passaic?
Yeah, he's really good.
He's really good?
Yeah.
Because
I've seen. So I have a friend who restores bicycles, very old Schwinn's.
Oh, right.
Like
okay.
And he's brought a couple of seats here, and he like replicated the banana seat from one of the Schwinn's.
Oh, no kidding.
And
perfectly.
The work was amazing.
Really? Wow.
They're good. They're a good company.
Really?
I was gonna have him do the seat on my Road Glide. I just ran out of time.
Gotcha. Back wheel too soon, probably.
Back wheel is gonna be the last thing we do.
Oh, really? Okay.
We gotta. I have to get this all squared away so I can get it off the jacks in the front.
Right.
And then I'll start working on the back wheel. It's just kind of.
I
don't want the bike to be on.
Right.
I want to have some kind of stability before I start moving back around.
Yeah. Right. All right, cool guys. So like I said, go down below, video description, get yourself entered. 475 cam, Chromeworks exhaust, Arlen S intake. You got the whole kit. Mike's gonna do the job here. If anybody is close and wants to bring their bike here, we'll do a full video on it. Get yourself entered down below. In the video description, there's some links there. And this is part 2. And probably in the next couple days or week or two, we'll be doing another video on the Fatboy build. We'll see you guys later.